witch. Let's look at the word witch. W-I-T-C-H. W-I-T is what? Wit. And then there's craft. So if you're digging in your garden, or you knitting, or you growing shrooms, that is a craft. And so you're being wise enough to do what you're doing, right? So witchcraft, but because they demonized it, they turned it into something. And why did they do that? Because of the fragile egos of the white man back in 15th, 16th century. Fragile egos. Women shown the power that they had. They shown the power that they had, to the point where these men would wear robes so that they could think that they could disguise themselves to the powers that would be given, so they think that they were female. That's why they wore robes. They wanted the power that was given to women to be theirs. So let's see what we can do to turn this into something really ugly for these women, okay? Now, not only did that happen with the fragile egos of these men, there was a there was a fungus called ergot. Anybody familiar with ergot?
Ergot?
Ergot, E-R-G-O-T, ergotism, okay? This is a fungus back in the 15th and 16th century that grew on rye and barley, and when it was cooked, it mimicked LSD. And so when people would eat this, they would have the same trips that, they would contort. They make these weird noises, they foaming at the mouth, they carrying on. And so you got people looking at this saying, okay, she's possessed. Something is going on. The cattle would be dying if they got a hold of a piece of this bread or whatever the case may be, because of this ergot. So this was a real big deal back in that day. And so the zealots decided that they would kill people who were being, who had taken this particular, this herb. It's not an herb, it's a fungus. Who had taken this, they would kill them. And that started the whole witch thing, that gave them reasons to grab these women and do the atrocities that they did to these women in the name of they got too much power and they flopping around and carrying on, right? So a witch's profound belief is in the soul of nature. This allows us to establish contact with everything that exists. Everything that exists. Let's talk about nature's bones right now. This is my transdimensional crystal that I carry and that I wear with me. Nature's bones, if you will, okay? Very galactic in its energy. I'll wear it here, especially when I wear a gele. I'll keep it here as protection and guidance. But I also wear rubies in my ears that I've been wearing for a very long time. Rubies, very powerful stone. They pick up energy, especially negative energy. And these rubies will darken when evil threatens. Now, how do I know evil is threatening? Because I got on earrings. Well, it starts to itch really bad. It starts to really bother me to the point where I have to take it out and take a look at it. And I'll see that it's a lot darker than what it was earlier that day. So that lets me know that if it's coming in on this side, it's male energy. And if it's coming in on my left side, it's female energy. But when they do that, I know that to tighten up my game, to look around, to see, to listen to people, in the particular words. And I had one dude come for me. And this earring just was on fire. And when I realized, okay, so this is you, I got you. And I was able to handle that through Baba's assistance, because the way I was going to handle it wasn't quite right. But Baba Kalindi checked me and said there's another way to handle that. But these are the things that we can use on this planet, because everything that we need in order to heal ourselves, to do the magic that we are, is right here on this planet. It's just called educating yourself and asking the questions. And don't feel like, no question is off limits. Find out who you are. You're here for a reason today, because you want to understand and know some stuff. You want to take it further, because like Baba Kalindi says, be more than what you are. Push the envelope. Don't just accept this little mundane existence that they have us living. What? This right here. Mind fuck. Absolutely. It is controlling. When it do a little ding, what do you do? Got to see what that ding was about. Thus control. And it's also designed to shut down what?
Third eye.
Pineal gland, the third eye. It's designed to do that, because this is what we're doing. They know what they were doing when they did this stuff to us, right? So now we do everything on those phones. pay our bills, check out the children, check out the house, have sex. You know, these phones are everywhere and they're in our pockets and they're carrying them around. Please take a break. If it's just one day a week, just cut it off, stick it in a drawer somewhere, and let it just be shut down so that you don't have to tune into those bells and those little alarms that is telling you, because now I got you. Same way they had in the children's school, when you hear the bell ring, you get up, you go to your next class in a straight line from class to class. And what is that?
Programming.
Programming and control. So with the etheric mind, the psychedelics, hopefully we can lift ourselves up out of the control and start to discipline ourselves. I mean, yeah, I gotta use my phone. You know what I'm saying? I do stuff on social media, but I'm learning how to, because when I found myself being one of those people, I didn't like that shit. I didn't like it at all. And I was like, I could feel the control that's happening. Okay? So I'm learning how to just take it, cut it off at night, stick it in the drawer on the other side of the room so that I won't be tempted to go and hear that ding. I gotta get up out of bed, go and, you know, you do things for yourself like that. So big old thing. We want to get rid of those as much as we can.